How you doing? This is Sean McVeigh with Sean's Outdoor Adventures, and I am so excited to bring you the 2017 Map Reading Challenge. And this year we are taking things to a whole new level. I mean, I have 12 guys, 4 teams, 3 guys on each team, and they are all competing for a brand new Bowtech Range 6. As a team, they also have a chance to win an XOP Air Raid hang-on tree stand. And you know, if you've been following the series, that you also have a chance to win a Bowtech Range 6. And you also have a chance to win an XOP Air Raid hang-on tree stand. And if you don't know how to do that, I'm going to cover that a little bit later in the episode. But for now, I need you to realize this episode counts toward the guy's overall score. So if you want this guy to win and his team to win, you need to really help him out by promoting his video, by sharing it with as many people as you can and say, hey, watch this video, help my friend win a brand new Bowtech Range 6. All right, folks, in this episode, we're going to be following Dan Weaver. And Dan is going to be, this is his first ever map reading challenge. He's a little bit new to the map reading. So he's one of the guys that I did a little extra scouting and mentoring with before we really got kicked off in the scouting portion of this map reading challenge. So let's check in with Dan to see how he did in the scout trip. And remember, this video is important because the total view count for this video is going to be added to his total score. So if you want to help Dan win the Bowtech Range 6, or if you want his team, Men of Faith, to win the XOP Air Raid hang-on tree stands, help him out by sharing this video with as many people as possible because, again, the total view count is going to be added to his score. So let's check in with Dan and see how he made out. Dan Weaver, congratulations on completing the scout part of the map reading challenge. Talk to us a little bit about, actually walk us through what your experience was throughout the yesterday and today scouting, what you saw, what you didn't see, and how you're feeling at the end of it.
So what I found was you do all the homework at the beginning and you look at these maps and in my mind I'm thinking I've got all of this like great places, these things that I've seen on the topo maps, and now I'm gonna go actually stand there and it's gonna be some deer paradise. What I found is that's not always the case. I underestimated. Like I underestimated how discouraged I would be. You know, like I go to one spot, it seems like it's okay, sort of. I go to another spot, it's like not that great. I go to like my top 2 choices, and they're like just terrible. Because I've started to follow this ridge line, and it's like right along a road, like this grassy, gated road. And I'm going out to my spot, and it just is right along the grassy road. I'm like, okay, yeah, that totally stinks. So
sometimes when I'm looking at topo maps, I go to aerial view. I'm like, oh, that looks good, and I'll go to aerial view and it'll be like right in the road, like you said.
Yeah, okay.
So I mean that helps when if you're flipping back and forth while you're looking. But
so part of me, I know it's new, like all this is kind of new, so I understand there's a learning curve, and understand it's like the map reading challenge. Like if it was the map reading convenience, everyone would do it, right?
Right.
So so I'm up for that, but I'm just saying, I was hoping for more. That was a little bit of a struggle, so I did find a pretty good place the first day that I feel is pretty solid. But the end of the day, I definitely felt discouraged. Like I was like, I underestimated. I needed more baby steps. So we came back to camp. I bounced some ideas off of Sean, got some confidence boosting advice, and I started out today with a very similar sort of plan. Like I've got some things I'm looking forward to. I can't wait to go see what's out there, and we did a little bit of scouting together as a team this morning, which I felt was very. I really enjoyed that a lot, and I thought that brought out some amazing things, including some very interesting wildlife in the area.
Rattlesnake.
That's right. And then after that, I went to some other of my spots, and I did see quite a bit of other wildlife, including newts and box turtles and rabbits, and even a few deer crossing the road, which is kind of fun. We walked around an area that was by a pond that I thought would have some better potential, but it turned out to be fairly well developed. Like there's a little bench there and some manicured grass. So I'm not so sure how much deer traffic that would get. And then
It's still possible.
It's possible. Yeah. And then I went to some other locations that were, I felt like, just a bust. But on my way, as I'm driving, I was just kind of looking at the topo map on my GPS, and there was a couple places I thought, I'm just going to stop here. It looks like a good spot. I'm going to get off the road, and I'll just walk it just to see. And so I did see a few things that way that I think also have some potential. So I went to my last couple spots, and again, I just kind of felt like not great, but I did pick up a few along the way. So I'm exhausted and damp and covered with bugs, and excited to see how all this information is going to be put to use come hunt time.
Yeah.
That's what I'm excited about.
All right, so one of the things to do when you get back home is look at your maps more and look at the areas that you looked at and kind of begin to solidify which one do I want to hunt in the morning, which one do I want to hunt in the evening, what wind directions will work for these spots, and kind of get those in categories. What you'll need to be ready for when we come back is, like in the past I had all my money in these specific spots. I'm like, oh, this is going to be great, and the only wind that wouldn't work for those spots is what we ended up getting, and that ruined my whole plan. And so try to look at those and say, okay, what wind directions will work for these, and kind of give yourself options. And then also too, there's the element of blind map reading challenge. There's times where we're on these hunts and some of the stuff that we looked at during the scout, we're like, well, maybe that's not what I want for tomorrow's hunt. And then you can go try some blind spots, so look at the maps for that too. So coming back, I mean, how confident are you, Dan? How good are you feeling about getting the deer when you come back?
I think it's too soon to tell.
All right.
To be honest with you, I don't know. I feel like getting a deer is 5 parts planning and 5 parts luck. So we'll see. But I'm interested to see how the plan plays out.
All right, man. Thanks so much.
Well, Dan didn't instill the most confidence in us the way he sounded with his scout trip there as far as, is Dan going to be successful? However, keep in mind, I took Dan out, and I took the group out on a group scout, and I basically said, put this tree as a waypoint in your GPS. Put this tree as a waypoint in your GPS. And so I picked a lot of spots for these guys too. So there's still plenty of opportunity for Dan to be successful, and you can really help him out though by sharing this video with as many people as possible. Get the view count run up for him to help add to his score. In the meantime, keep in mind, if you would like to get your name in the mix for winning a brand new Bowtech Range 6, and if you'd like to get your name in the mix for winning a XOP Air Raid Hang On Tree Stand, go to the link in the description section of this video. It's going to take you to my website, and it's going to have all the details lined out for you to get you can vote for these guys, you can get your name in the mix for the Bowtech, and you just sign up for my newsletter, and that's how you get your name in, or you have an opportunity to win the XOP Air Raid Hang On Tree Stand. All right, I'm looking forward to tomorrow, because tomorrow I got another Scout Trip episode lined up for you. Stay tuned till then. Until then, take care and God bless.